It's when you begin to grow a relationship with God for yourself. I'm not talking about your mama's old time religion. I'm not talking about your grandma's old time religion. I'm not talking about biscuits and molasses and fatback. I'm talking about the real, living, true word of God. When you pick that Bible up for yourself and you can go to your scriptures, 2 Samuel 22, and this is 29. You, Lord, are my lamp. The Lord turns my darkness into light. Well, listen, I lived in the dark too for so many years, thinking that everything that I was told was true about the Word of God. And the Word of God was true. But it was the people who was telling it to me that were falsifying and adding and subtracting what they wanted to keep me under their control. And so because of that, I did not get my breakthrough. I didn't get my healing because I was underneath that control and manipulation. But you today, I'm telling you today that are listening to Keep Talk, if you want to grow into somebody fantastic, somebody of peace, a virtuous woman, then you definitely got to go and pick up the Bible yourself. And don't be afraid to use these scriptures. Lord, are my lamp. The Lord turns my darkness into light. Do you know what the Lord can do for you whenever you actually start putting your full trust in Him? And I'm talking about you're going to have to really search the scriptures and search your heart for the things that you don't know versus the things that you have learned over the years. You're going to have to do a lot of emptying out of yourself to be refilled with His word that is unadulterated, His word that is not contaminated, versus the word you got 10, 20 years ago from people who just wanted you to do what basically they wanted you to do. You know, they were your people of influence. But I love having a relationship with God, and that's what's got me here this far. So don't think that the church is bad. It's not the church. We can't even blame the church because lack of knowledge is everywhere. When you don't have the knowledge, you will believe anything. And anybody can tell you anything, and you'll be sitting up there, oh, yeah, that's right. That sounds about right. Sound about right don't mean that it's right. So you got to get back into the Word of God for yourself. Try out, I love to tell women to start in Proverbs. I'm going back and I'm going to read Proverbs for myself. Proverbs is a great start when it comes down to learning about your life in the Bible. And anytime you have any flashbacks, anything that comes to you that, even if it's haunting you, if it's been haunting you, hovering over in your mind, just playing repeatedly, the fears, write out your fears and assess them. Find out what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses. What opportunity do you have with fear? Let me tell you something. With anxiety, because I suffer from anxiety too, but yet I get up every day and I fight it. If it comes to me, I fight back, period. Because that's how much I believe the Word of God. And so when I have anxiety, if something constantly stays on my mind, I go ahead and write it out and I give it a solution. I give it an ending. Hey, this is where you end today. And if it keeps coming back, guess what? I keep on writing it. Keep on writing that end process to get through my day. Because this is a battle that we're always going to go through. But we don't have to go through it alone, and we don't have to be ashamed of it. We don't have to, this battle that you have, women, is not for everybody. This battle is for you and God to handle. And He will put the right people in your path to direct you. He'll put those people there. I got a whole support team, and I love every one of them, from my therapist to psychiatrist, to my family doctor. Getting your life in order and organize things, and you will feel a lot better about yourself. And as I said, just getting to know God. Praying to God, Lord, what is your will for my life? Is this right? You're going to have a lot of questions about your past. And I want to tell you something. When you find yourself talking about the past all the time, it's because you got some underlying issues that are not healed. You've been injured emotionally, internally, to the heart somewhere. And if you don't get it fixed and fixed the right way, you're going to always find yourself suffering. You're going to always find yourself chasing men who you know don't care nothing about you. You're going to find yourself always saying yes, being the yes man, never been able to tell people no out of fear that I'll lose my friends, I'll lose my family. You know, it's time to start trusting God. And I believe today is your day to trust God. So get in that Bible, get in that word, get to writing out that stuff and find out what you need in order to get your life back organized. And make yourself a priority. It's okay to be a priority.